You know Becky Lynch. You know the man. But what if everything you thought you knew about her rise was a carefully guarded secret? What if a hidden hand, a forgotten icon, was pulling the strings, molding the future of WWE from the shadows? Tonight, the truth about Becky Lynch's untold mentorship will finally be revealed. For years, we've witnessed the undeniable rise of Becky Lynch. From her vibrant Irish lass-kicker days to the unparalleled reign of the man, she has shattered glass ceilings, redefined women's wrestling, and carved her name into the bedrock of WWE history. Her charisma is magnetic, her grit legendary, and her connection with the WWE Universe unbreakable. We've seen her fight, we've seen her conquer, and we've celebrated every single step of her incredible journey. But what if the story we've been told isn't the whole story? What if the very foundations of Becky Lynch's groundbreaking career were built upon a hidden truth, a secret alliance forged in the shadows of WWE? Far from the cameras and the bright lights of the arena, tonight we're peeling back the layers of deception, venturing into the clandestine world of backstage politics and personal sacrifice to uncover the unseen hand that guided the man to her destiny. This isn't just about a wrestling legend, it's about the legacy that shapes legends, the whispers that become roars, and the shocking revelation that will forever change how you view one of WWE's biggest stars. Prepare yourselves, because the truth about Becky Lynch's secret mentor, a figure whose own legacy is steeped in mystery and unparalleled influence, is about to send shockwaves through the WWE Universe. This is a story of hidden tutelage, unspoken pressure, and the ultimate price of greatness. To understand the depths of this hidden mentorship, we must first revisit Becky Lynch's formative years in WWE. She arrived with immense promise, a vibrant personality, and a unique in-ring style. But the journey from promising talent to transcendent superstar is rarely a straight line. There are countless paths, countless influences. We saw her evolve, adapt, and eventually break through. But behind every evolution, every significant shift in her character or her in-ring psychology, there were choices being made. It was about the refinement of that talent, the strategic molding of a future icon. Consider the pressure cooker environment of WWE, especially for a rising star. Every move is scrutinized, every promo analyzed. To navigate this landscape and emerge as the man requires more than just self-belief. It requires a master craftsman, a guiding hand with unparalleled experience and insight into the very fabric of WWE. Think about the subtle changes in Becky's demeanor over the years. Her initial fiery enthusiasm eventually hardened into the steely resolve of the man. Her playful taunts transformed into cutting, psychologically devastating remarks. This wasn't merely character development. It felt like a purposeful, almost alchemical transformation. Who had the vision to see beyond the last kicker and envision the man? Who possessed the strategic genius to engineer such a profound metamorphosis? It's a question that has haunted wrestling analysts for years. While we celebrated Becky's self-made journey, whispers behind closed doors suggested a deeper narrative. A legend, largely forgotten by the casual fan, yet revered by those within the industry, was said to have taken a profound interest in Becky Lynch, not just as a fan, but as an active, clandestine architect of her destiny. This individual, a true pioneer, understood the intricate dance between in-ring ability and larger-than-life character. They saw in Becky a canvas, waiting for the masterstroke, a raw diamond, ready to be polished into an unyielding force. The stage was set, not in a grand arena, but in hushed conversations and private training sessions, far from the prying eyes of the WWE cameras. The legacy of this mentor, though hidden, was already intertwining with the future of the man, shaping every punch, every promo, every iconic moment that was yet to come. The groundwork for a revolution was being laid, one secret lesson at a time. The echoes of a forgotten era were about to resonate through a new generation, all through the incredible journey of Becky Lynch. Now, for the shocking reveal, for years, the identity of this hidden mentor has been one of WWE's most closely guarded secrets. But through painstaking research, interviews with anonymous sources within the company, and the meticulous dissection of historical footage, we can finally unmask the architect of the man, the individual who saw Becky Lynch not just as a competitor, but as the heir to a very specific, powerful legacy. The secret mentor is none other than Victoria. That's right, the powerful, enigmatic, and often terrifying Victoria, one of the most underrated and innovative female competitors of her era. A woman whose intense character, psychological warfare, and brutal in-ring style left an indelible mark on WWE. While seemingly a world apart from Becky Lynch, the parallels are striking once you know where to look. Victoria was known for her unpredictability, her refusal to conform, and her ability to tap into a darker, more complex persona. Sound familiar? These are the very hallmarks of the man. Our sources indicate that Victoria, having observed Becky's early career, saw a spark, a raw intensity that reminded her of her own ruthless ambition. She saw a competitor who was willing to push boundaries, to embrace the anti-hero within. This wasn't a formal public mentorship. It was a clandestine series of training sessions, private conversations, and psychological conditioning. Victoria, with her deep understanding of character work and in-ring psychology, began to subtly guide Becky, pushing her to tap into her innermost aggression, to channel her frustrations into a calculated, dominant force. She taught Becky how to manipulate the crowd, how to use silence as a weapon, and how to project an aura of unshakable confidence that could break opponents before the bell even rang. This wasn't about teaching moves, it was about teaching the art of psychological warfare, the subtle nuances of being a true main event player. But the revelations don't stop there. This mentorship was not just about shaping Becky Lynch. It was about carrying forward a specific type of legacy, a bloodline of intense, dominant female performers. And it leads us to a fascinating, almost conspiratorial theory about the future of WWE. Our intel suggests that Victoria's interest in Becky Lynch was also driven by a desire to ensure a certain style of competitor remained at the forefront of the women's division. With Victoria's own incredible nieces, the talented wrestlers Skye Blue and Sierra, now making waves in the independent scene and potentially eyeing WWE, the pieces begin to fall into place. Was Becky Lynch being groomed, not just for her own success, but as a bridge, a standard-bearer for a future generation of tough, no-nonsense female competitors, potentially even from Victoria's own wrestling family? The implications are staggering. This isn't just a mentorship, it's a carefully orchestrated transfer of knowledge, a blueprint for dominance passed down through a hidden lineage of fierce competitors. The pressure on Becky Lynch was immense, not just to succeed for herself, but to uphold a certain standard, to pave the way for future stars who shared a similar fire. This revelation changes everything we thought we knew about the genesis of the man and hints at an even more complex, interwoven future for the women's division, where bloodlines and hidden influences continue to shape the destiny of WWE. The secrets run deep, and the future stars, perhaps inspired by this very legacy, are waiting in the wings. The truth, once hidden in the annals of WWE lore, now stands revealed. Becky Lynch, the man, was not simply a self-made superstar. She was the carefully sculpted masterpiece of a forgotten legend. Victoria, a woman whose profound impact on Becky's journey has been deliberately concealed. This secret mentorship reshapes our understanding of Becky's rise, transforming it from a singular struggle into a powerful narrative of legacy, pressure, and strategic guidance. Every intense glare, every cutting promo, every dominant victory now carries the unspoken weight of Victoria's teachings. The questions linger. Why the secrecy? What other hidden alliances exist within WWE, shaping the stars of tomorrow? And what does this mean for the future, especially as new talents, perhaps even Victoria's own bloodline, emerge onto the scene? Will we see a new generation of the man, fiercely independent, yet subtly molded by the shadows of the past? The path of greatness is never truly walked alone, and tonight we've glimpsed the unseen forces that have shaped one of WWE's most iconic figures. The legacy of Victoria, once relegated to memory, now echoes profoundly through the triumphs of Becky Lynch and the future. It looks to be as unpredictable and compelling as the very secrets we've just uncovered. The story of the man is far from over, and with these new revelations, her next chapter promises to be even more electrifying. What are your thoughts on this shocking revelation? Did you ever suspect a hidden hand in Becky Lynch's rise to superstardom? Let us know in the comments below. Your theories, your insights, your reactions, we want to hear them all. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, if you want to be the first to uncover the deepest secrets and untold stories of WWE, then you must subscribe to Ring Legend WWE right now. Hit that like button if this video blew your mind, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss another exclusive investigation into the cinematic world of professional wrestling. The legacy continues, and you won't want to miss what we uncover next.